Hey YouTube, I made the trip from Ohio out to Utah. I am at my son's place. I hauled my Arctic Cat Riot out here, so we're getting ready to do some serious snowmobiling. So got my snowmobile unloaded, got it in the garage with his sled, so let's take a look here at these three Arctic Cats. All right, there's my Riot. I had that in a couple videos last year. And for this year, Andrew upgraded to a new Alpha Hardcore. And then here is his M8. This has been in other videos. His wife, or my daughter-in-law, is now riding this sled, so they put a wrap on it, so that looks pretty sharp. And we're gonna get these things out. Gonna take a trip up to McCall, Idaho, do some riding up there. And I am really curious about the Alpha here because before he even brought this thing home, he took it up to Logan, Utah and had a Silber Turbo kit installed. Look at that. So that ought to give it a lot of extra power. It's got the turbo, aftermarket pipe. He can adjust his turbo boost right here, and then has a gauge right here to see his boost. So anyways, we're gonna see what that does. Hopefully get some good video of this thing ripping through the mountains, and stay tuned. Come here. Hey. Sit. Sit for the camera. Sit. 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 There you go. Good boy. All right. After we got the snowmobiles loaded up at Andrew's place in Utah, we got a good night's sleep. We hit the road early for Idaho. It's approximately a 7-hour drive from north of Salt Lake City, where Andrew lives, up to McCall, Idaho, but we made a pit stop in Boise first. One of Andrew's friends who he went to school with, I've known him since he's been in kindergarten, Taylor, currently lives in Boise. He's lived there for several years, and we met up with him. He loaded up his snowmobile in the back of his 1986 Chevrolet square body pickup truck. Check this out. But first off, it was lunchtime. Meridian, Idaho, Fat Guy's Deli. Let me tell you something, this place has some great sandwiches. For the three of us, this is our 5th year in a row riding snowmobiles up here in McCall. The first year we come up here, we rented mountain sleds, had a great time, got hooked. Of course, Taylor was living in Boise. Andrew has since moved to Utah. He's got 2 mountain sleds now. Taylor's got his own mountain sled. Of course, I got my crossover sled, so hey, what a riot. Well, we made it to McCall, Idaho here, so we got checked into the Holiday Inn, so we're going to get a good night's rest here. Got a pretty nice room, and going to go to town here, get some supplies for the trail tomorrow, and we should be ready to ride. 3 of us, 2 beds, pull-out couch into a bed. What more could we ask for? Let's take a look out the window. So we're going to get rested up here, maybe go out on the town, go out for dinner, see what's going on, and be ready to hit it hard in the morning. After breakfast, we headed out Warren Wagon Road to where it dead ends or where they shut the road down. That road then becomes a snowmobile trail. So they have a parking lot here. They actually have a couple parking lots towards the end of the road here, but we pull in here at the very last one. As you can see, many other people do. We get our snowmobiles unloaded, get geared up, we hit the trail. They got a really good trail system up here, but we take the trail out a ways, jump off the trail, and see what we can get into. And we made it to the parking lot. We're ready to get unloaded here and hit the mountains. So when I come out here, and since I'm from the east, people out here refer to us as a flatlander, which is a guy that pretty much has rode snowmobiles on trails, on flat land, never rode in the mountains and heavy terrain and so forth. So I ride the Arctic Cat Riot that I bought last year. This is what they call a crossover sled. It's a good trail sled, and it's an fairly decent backcountry sled. Now, if you look at Andrew's sled or Taylor's sled, like Andrew's Alpha, that has a 165-inch track with 3-inch lugs. That thing can go in some deep snow and go about anywhere. My Riot has a 146-inch track with 1.6-inch lugs. So it'll get me about everywhere I want to go, but a lot of times I got to stay in their tracks to get some of the places. So we rode the trail out a ways. We found a reservoir, we went and played down there, and then we were going to follow this drainage out we thought was going to bring us back through, and we had quite a day here. My snowmobile got stuck a couple times. It just won't climb some of the hills that these mountain sleds will, but it did pretty good. And of course, you guys that have been following me on YouTube for a long time here, you know my channel is pretty much a farming channel, and I throw in the occasional snowmobile video. So I don't get near the views on these snowmobile videos like I do some of my farm videos, but I still enjoy doing them and sharing them. My biggest thing I run into is with my GoPro. I'll either mount it up on my helmet or I have the chest mount that goes on here, is my camera gets bumped or I stand up on the sled and I don't get that good angle. And also when I'm riding snowmobiles, there's a lot of times when I think my GoPro's on and it's not. Then there's times when I wish it wasn't on and it was, and you see nothing. So I do spend a lot of time editing these videos, but trying to get some good shots here. But I think I got some good stuff throughout this video. Not what I was hoping for though, but that's the way it goes. Right here's what I'm talking about. I mount my GoPro up, I think I got the perfect angle, and then I stand up on the sled, and then my angle's off, and you don't get to see over the horizon, just the handlebars and so forth. But occasionally I get it right. But I lost something here, the protector over my handlebars right there. I went over a jump and landed, and I guess I knocked that off, so we'll get that back on here, and we'll get going.
It's ice.
Oh, okay.
Did you find it?
Yeah. It's laying right up top. I'm going to tighten these up.
And if you're wondering if I'm going to ride out here, why I bought a crossover sled, well, living in Ohio, I still plan on riding in Michigan, and Michigan is mostly trail riding, so this is a good sled for both. I would like to have a full-blown mountain sled just to leave out here at Andrew's place in Utah, but this is getting me by. Now, Arctic Cat does make what they call a Riot X, which is just like my snowmobile here, but it's got a narrower ski stance. It does have the 146-inch track with the Alpha rail, but it has 2.6-inch lugs, which would probably be really nice. The other thing too is, like, my Riot here has a wider ski stance, which is good on the trails for steering and stuff, but when you're coming down a hillside and you want to put the sled on its side, it's a lot more difficult on this than it is the mountain sleds. And I really have to watch when we're riding off the trail where I stop. I mean, with these guys can stop about anywhere and still get traction and get going, where I can bury my track pretty fast if I'm not careful. Now, when it comes to snowmobiles, I'm an Arctic Cat guy. My very first snowmobile I ever had in my life, I was 16 years old. My brother and I bought a 1977 Arctic Cat Jag. I've had good luck with Arctic Cat, and that's what I stick with, and obviously my son is too. He's got the Alpha, and he's got his M8. I personally believe Polaris makes a great snowmobile, Skidoo makes a good snowmobile, Yamaha makes a good snowmobile. There's 4 manufacturers. I have nothing against any of them. It's just if you have good luck with something, you just stick with it. And, you know, Arctic Cat gets a lot of hate on social media and stuff, and I like to be that guy that has something different. All right, I'm going to quit rambling on now, and I'm going to show you some of the shots we got throughout the next 2 days. I'm going to take the Alpha for a rip. So Andrew's got the boost turn clear down on this because McCall, Idaho, you're only in that 5,000 to 6,000 feet elevation area. But see the way you can just get this sled on its side so much easier? My Riot with the wider ski stance, it's a lot tougher to do. Little ski pole action here to pop Andrew out of a bad situation. Here's one of those situations where I thought my GoPro was on and it wasn't, but anyways, I got into this tree a little bit and my track dug me a nice hole.
Gonna go.
I did not expect that.
That would be.
I really thought I was.
I gave that track more credit than I guess I did too.
Oh, for just digging a.
That was pure track, dude.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with width or anything. That was all track.
That was short lug life.
Interesting.
Short lug mafia.
A lot of times when you get stuck out here on a hillside, whatnot, it's a lot easier just to roll your snowmobile over and get it back on its feet. That's why you don't want a high windshield on your snowmobiles out here, because you'd break it.
I'm shocked. I'm still confused. That's lug. That's not even track.
Dude, yeah, that's just lug. That's not even, you're right. That's not, 46 would get along great in this.
Yeah.
Today would be,
Today
that's
would
actually
be-
what,
today
this is
would be a perfect
today's a
46
day.
Like a Riot X would be pretty good today.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the, an R? No. This is for racing?
R. Race.
Well, that didn't exactly go as planned either.
I might be, my ski might just be like this.
Yeah, he's got rubber.
On the count of 3.
1,
2,
3. Oh yeah.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, your rubber's not in the battle.
Okay. It looked worse.
It always does.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Okay. I was sure.
Deep tree low you are.
I thought I had the ski rubbing that and I was just going to glide past it. I really did. But I didn't hit it too hard.
It's funny to hide one of your seals and scare people. It's an R.
It is, I know.
They're good. Okay.
These are all brand new except for one.
That is awesome. Wow. You know, guys, had Andrew on a snowmobile and he was 1.5 years. And I just want to say he is one riding son of a gun, and I'll probably never be there now. But this is awesome. This really is. And we got to get Taylor out yet. At least his sled's up here, but he's got a little walking to do, and so do I.
Now that canyon that Andrew and Taylor just rode out of was a lot steeper and longer than it looked on the video here. Anyways, we thought we were going to follow that drainage down and get back to the trail another way, but it didn't quite work out. They rode down a ways, and the canyon, or the drainage, was getting really tight, so they didn't want to chance it, and we was afraid to put my sled down in there that I wouldn't get out, because they struggled to get out of there as well. So we got turned around, and it's time to head back to the truck now. I did get stuck going up another hill. We were coming down a mountain. I went over the handlebars. I didn't get hurt. It's actually pretty funny. Again, would have been great if my GoPro was on, but it wasn't. So that's going to do it for Saturday. We're going to head back to the truck, get loaded up. Day one was a success. So we're loaded up. We're going to head back to the hotel, and we will be back to do it again tomorrow. Here we are Sunday morning, and did I mention we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night? Anyways, we're loaded up, just looking things over. We got to stop at the gas station, get some fuel, and see what we can get into today. Since Andrew's got the mod sled with the turbo, he does have to blend some race fuel with some regular 91 octane. So we got to stop at the gas station. He gets his gas mixed up, and we'll head out Warren Wagon Road again. The plan today is we're going to do some off-trail riding most of the morning, and then we're going to head 25 miles up the trail to the CSESH, I hope I said that right, CSESH Stage Shop. It's a cabin up there. You can only get to this in the wintertime with a snowmobile or a side-by-side with track, something like that. But anyways, they got a pretty good menu up there, a bar and whatnot. A lot of people ride up there, so hopefully we'll go up there and get a good old hamburger and fries for lunch today. Now, our snowmobiles all have reverse on them, but when you got two guys, it's just, I feel, a lot safer to just pull them off manually. And there's a lot of bad accidents I see happen in videos and so forth, the guys loading and unloading on these sled beds.
Damn! Oh no.
This is another reason you always make sure your tether switch is hooked to you. So if you fall off the sled, it kills your sled.
You good? Yeah. Okay. I'm going.
Here's why you do not want a windshield on your sled out here.
Setting perfect. Don't pass your sled.
Second to recover.
Taylor don't give up easy, so he's going to take the Alpha up and see what he can make happen.
Well, yeah.
That's Terpsky right there.
There's a boat there.
Yeah.
Should have stayed that way.
Oh yeah, right on its feet.
Cats always seem to land on their feet. Enough of that, we're coming down the mountain. We're going to head to the stage shop and get some lunch. All right, we made it. Now, Taylor's been up here quite a few times. Andrew and I have only been up here one other time last year, but Taylor's made pretty good friends with the owners up here, and it's just a pretty cool place. So if you're ever up here snowmobiling, you definitely want to check this place out.
You're turned a little, there you go.
It wasn't all that long ago, this was a full-blown mountain sled. That was the Arctic Cat EXT Powder Special, 136-inch track over the standard 121-inch track. Now, as I said earlier, it's 25 miles up here from the parking lot. The only way they get supplies up here are either with a side-by-side or this utility snowmobile pulling a sleigh, and that is it. Had a really awesome burger and fries while I was up here. We saw a young man with a Cincinnati Bengals shirt on. We got to talking to him. The whole family was from Ohio. They take a snowmobile trip somewhere every year, and this year they picked McCall, Idaho. And I let one of the owner's sons take my Riot out for a ride. "25 miles back to the parking lot." Pretty nice view up here. Too bad I didn't know how to angle my GoPro. As I'm editing this video, I just bought a GoPro Hero 10 with the X mod lens. It's supposed to give a broader view, so if I do get my GoPro chest mount off a little bit or my helmet, should be able to catch everything. But you can see here, what a view up here. It was a lot longer and steeper up here than it looked while I was climbing it, but had to come up here just to get a look. And I am back at the parking lot.
Ready? Got it. Good.
And that's going to do it for us snowmobiling here in McCall, Idaho. We had some pretty darn good days up here, so we're now heading back, and we're going to be next weekend riding in Utah. So anyways, you guys know the drill. Like, comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.